Hi everyone, my name's Dailius Wilson and I'm bringing you this tutorial on behalf of increasemyonlinebusiness.com, and I wanted to cover a specific question which I get asked a lot today, and even though I'm working on my day off, I want to kind of give you the best answer I can, and that's about the way in which you encourage your clients and referral partners to give you backlinks. Now, I want to cover this in several little videos and articles, but one of the most common strategies, and it's essentially black hat SEO now after the Penguin update, was that you encourage your clients, partners, friends, or other websites across the internet to place links all over their page referring back to you, even if there's no specific content that relates to your site. Now, the best example of this that I can give you is using the website's footer. So that's the bottom section here. So I've scrolled down all the way to the bottom of my own website to show you what the footer looks like. And the reason people used to do it here, and still do and make that mistake because it penalizes their SEO heavily, is they place a link here, possibly to an external website for a friend, and because the footer appears on every page, and nowadays websites have well over in excess of 100 pages on average, especially if you're using a system like WordPress where you can get into the thousands of pages depending on the amount of posts you have. This can be a really perilous issue. So what I've actually done, because some people dispute whether or not this actually negatively impacts your SEO, I've actually gone and done it at the expense of my own business's placement, but I'm very confident I can get back up to number one in my position even after doing this. So my business is called, obviously, Increase My Online Business. Now, prior to about 2 or 3 days ago, I was number one for that term, even though it's really competitive. But now you can see I'm not even on the first page. So some of my Google Plus posts are, but I've fallen off completely off the first page. Now, I can tell you that this is directly because of the backlinking strategy, or lack thereof, that I'm going to show you now, that a lot of people use. And it's particularly used by website developers who want to leave a footprint so that if people see that they've designed a good website, then they can get a referral. It's used by content marketers to spread content. So what I did was, this website I created a couple of years ago for a client. So I created this website a couple of weeks ago for a client called Folio Invest, fantastic property company. And what I did was put in the footer, I put designed by Increase My Online Business as a standard hyperlink. Now, what happened was, if we come over to my Google Webmaster Tools here, we can see that created pretty much 284 backlinks to my site. But the problem with this was that Google's caught on to this strategy many years ago, and even though many people might say, no, it's better off to have it there than not, it actually looks severely negative, because of all the total links that I have, 284 of them are from the same place. So it's just SEO no-no. So as a result of this, I completely fell off the first page, as we saw. So what I want you to show you now is to show the safe way of doing that kind of strategy. So if you do have a client or partner, a really key and good strategy is to maybe place one link on that site back to your own. Okay, now the best way to do that is by creating some form of content and placing it on their page. And the best way is a blog post. But in this case, since I've designed this website, and if people like it and want a similar version for their own company, it's really important to have this in the footer for designers. So what you actually can do is, if you see here what I've done on the right hand side in Firefox, is right click and then inspect element, and that allows me to view the code. And what I did was insert a special bit of code called a rel equals no follow link, and you can see that here. So what you do is insert the rel equals no follow after the hyperlink, yeah? And when you do that, that means that the Google search crawler will not recognize those links as links to your own site for SEO purposes. So it means you can leave them there for customers to click, but the crawler won't go through and engage with those links. And that way you get the benefit of keeping that link there, but also you don't have any negative SEO impact. So I thought I'd go through with that with you guys today, and I hope that helps. And it's really important that if you are in consultancy, in design, or if you're a large firm who wants to build up the amount of backlinks using subsidiary sites, you really need to make sure that you use something like rel equals no follow if you're going to place your links across many pages on a sister site, because otherwise it's going to look like malpractice and you'll get red flagged, and just as I have, you'll fall off number one on the page